What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. I am super excited to do this video for you guys. I was able to get my hands on the SUBCULTURE palette. There's a lot of mixed reviews. And I did see a really scary review on YouTube. I was setting up my equipment to record, and I was just watching some SUBCULTURE videos to kind of get some inspo. And I was literally just blown away at what I saw. And it wasn't good things. Reviews were so bad to the point where she had to basically send out a damage control post. And that's never a good sign. Whether it's rumors are true or false, just the talk around it is just not, it's very controversial. And it's very scary, the things I've seen and I've heard. So I'm just I was very nervous to do this look. And I do give you guys a very honest review. And so if it seems like I'm dragging, I'm not trying to drag ABH. I do have other products of theirs that I really do enjoy. So anything that I say negative about them is not a drag. It's just me being very honest. I just want to say this now so that going forth in the video I don't have to reiterate myself. This is a tutorial to teach you how to work with the palette because there are so many problems. I want to make that very clear. I made this look around the problem. So this is me showing you how to create a bomb poppin' look with the palette despite the issues. So let that speak for itself. I also want to make a disclaimer. If you get the palette, this is the first run of the palette. So I'm pretty sure as they make more and they send out more orders to get these in for people to purchase, like when they send them to Ulta or Sephora or wherever they may go, I'm sure the quality will be a lot better. So I don't want anyone to think that this palette, like I said, I don't want anyone to think I'm dragging this. If you're still interested in getting the palette, do so. That's your money. And like I said, I was able to make a look with it. So it's just like, clearly it's usable. So it's just like, do you, whatever you feel, based on your personal opinion, do your research, watch my video, watch some other videos, talk to people. Just like I said, it's to each his own. That's your prerogative. As well, if you disagree with my opinion, okay, that's also your prerogative. But yes, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, join the gang if you are new around here. It is always lit on my channel. You are definitely going to want to be a part of everything that I have going on over here. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do not leave without doing so. You will regret it immensely. And how are you supposed to get back to all this brown skin goodiness? Bam. And for those of you who just cannot get enough of the brown skin goodness here on YouTube and you want some more of me in your everyday life, I do have social media, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter, xoxo_CNT. Go ahead, follow me there. Let's link up. Let's be cool. I post as many looks up there as possible, so if you want more of the makeup goods or if you just want a little bit more of a scoop on me, that's how you would do so. Follow me on social media. And with that being said, give this video a huge thumbs up. And let's get into the tea, okay? Okay. Alright, y'all, I'm super nervous. Alright, y'all, there's really nothing to do but bust into this palette. This is what the palette looks like if you have not seen it. It's really nice packaging. It has that same, like, suaveness to it that the Modern Renaissance palette has. This is, oh, the brush fell out, but this is what it looks like. I like the colors in here. I think that the colors are interesting and going to be really fun to make looks with. My base shade for this look, I haven't really decided what I want to do. And I'm going to do Dawn to start. Dawn. Oh, no, they were not lying. Y'all, I touched my brush in there one time. And look what happened to Dawn. One time in here. And look. Once. I'll do it again. Just one time, y'all. Really, I just literally tap. And it's, They're not about to play me, y'all. I'm not doing it. Okay. We're starting off. I'm trying to like not pick up any more shadow. I'm just trying to get the excess, but it refused to let me shine in that aspect. Like, it refuses. I'm being very gentle. That way, I can be as positive and be as optimistic about it as possible because I refuse to let this palette go to waste. It's such beautiful colors. It's brand new. I'm just being all that fallout, y'all. They need to give you, honestly, I feel like I wouldn't care if I had more product. I'm gonna go in with Fudge, which I have in my self-made palette, so it's like a color I'm familiar with. Going in with Fudge, and I'll show you what the fallout looks like. Hopefully there isn't any because this is y'all, okay, this is how I touched it barely once. I wish I could show you guys as I'm touching these things. Look it. Come on. Come on. Like, that's disrespectful. Like, I barely touched it. And there's a whole party. Not as much fallout, though, I would say. Like, it's just... Y'all, I tap my brush out back onto the palette so you can just see. There's no reason I touched it. Like, there's no reason for that. It should not look like that. Like, that's disrespectful. And the thing is, I have this in my other self-made palette, the same color, and it does not do this. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let's go. I'm just... That was an accident. Okay. That kind of went higher than I thought, but well, if this blends right, it won't matter. Y'all, this is dry. Okay. Okay. Like they said, don't use a lot of shadow. Like, I'm like using the excess. Okay, I see something, y'all. I just noticed something. So this is what it looks like fresh out of this palette. Hard to blend, but I took the excess from this side over here, and I'm getting the results that I want. So yeah, I guess just a tip for success is just be real light-handed with it, because I like the way this looks on this side in comparison here. Okay, it's possible to get lit, y'all. It's possible. I'm not ruling it yet. I'm not ruling it out yet. I have so much faith in this palette. What I'm doing to save shadow is I'm tapping the excess back onto the shade. You're going to keep it. Like, getting a lot of stray hairs off this brush, which I don't get. I don't like that. Okay, now that I have fudge in that crease, and I just refuse to do any more blending on it for right now, I was gonna take Destiny, this color right here, into my crease too, but I'm just so nervous that I might ruin the crease that I have. But I really like Destiny, so screw it. We're just gonna do it. Alright. Destiny. I'm gonna do one drop. I'm gonna try to show you guys how I do this. Like, literally. I don't know if you saw. I try, like, very lightly. I've learned my lesson. Very lightly. I'm not even going to tap it out because I kind of need it, so. Okay. Okay, I like that. I like it so far. Okay, guys, look. Destiny may be our still powdery, still crazy excess, but, ooh. I think it's workable. I like that. Okay, yeah. I'll look that a little. This is a lot easier to blend. Destiny. Woo, this is what I'm talking about. This is a lot easier blend, guys. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. That was really easy to blend. Really easy. Like I said, a light shadow, and it's still super pigmented. Like, I'm just, like I said, not doing a lot. Yeah, okay. We lit. Every day we lit. Alright, so, look at my eyes. Okay, so, look at the color of Destiny and look at the color of my eyes. This is Destiny. Destiny, my eyes. I just like my eyes look teal, more like this color. Or this color, instead of like this one. Like, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but this is like a swamp green, whereas the other ones are tealish greens. This one is straight teal, and this one is a teal green. And why does the teal green look like, why does the swamp green look teal green on? I was expecting this to be like a really, I don't know. Maybe it's because it was blending with that chocolate color. It could have changed it. But either way, I'm a little disappointed. Because that shouldn't be an issue anyway, because I did this on a clean brush. I'm just like blending that fudge onto this outer corner. I'm going to leave fudge on this outer corner for right now, because I kind of just like that there. I don't know. Despite my initial thoughts, I just still really like this color. It's a color I've had, and I already kind of had feelings about already, so it's just like it's hard to let the way the formula is in this palette affect the way I feel about the color. Because, like I said, I already have this in another palette, and I love it, so. Okay, so, what I'm going to do here is, okay, I'm going to set this with Dawn. So, just to make this video more interesting, I'm going to set this with Cube. Which is, it looks like I can't tell if this is matte. It looks like it may want to be a shimmer, but it looks really matte, even staring at it. But there's just, yeah, there's iridescent flakes in it, so I'm going to assume it's a shimmer. So, let's talk. Okay. I feel like this wants to be powdery, but it just can't be. Okay. So, basically almost nothing came off. Like, nothing's happening. I'm going to put a dot of my Smashbox Primer Oil in here and see if we get lit that way. Woo, y'all, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is freaking beautiful. Y'all, I love this. Yeah. This could easily be used over any color in the like this could be used over any shadow in the palette. Easy. Easy. Oh gosh, yes. Definitely needed a little oil to get it started though. But sheesh, y'all. Oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay. OMG. It's a little weird though to apply. It is getting a little like crusty. But I just noticed with the shadows, I've had this happen with other shadows, the crustiness like I'm getting off it right now. And that happens a lot sometimes for me, but it usually goes away. So hopefully it'll go away this time too. Okay, but I really like this though. Like, why am I in love with this, y'all? For the heck of it, we're going to go in with electric. I'm going to use this side of the brush to do electric on this, on the corner of this next to fudge. Electric, we're going to see how it stands alone to start. Okay. It stands alone better than the cube does, but it's definitely sheer like the cube is as well. And definitely not as much fallout as my matte shades. Y'all, I really like this. I feel like this gives this look a nice little pop that I wasn't even expecting to give it. Okay, I really like this, y'all. Hold up. Don't give me a chance to play, y'all, because I will play in the shades. This is cute. This is mad cute. I'm going to go ahead and BOD. Okay, so this electric in the palette is a winner. I'm going to just go ahead and just say that this can go here. Yeah, it's lit. Y'all, yep, this is lit. I honestly don't see anything else I want to add to the eyeshadow. I just think it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and do lashes and liner. Correct. I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished Subculture look. So my review that I'm going to give it, I'm going to do an overall rating for the palette. 1 being like awful, 10 being the best palette I've ever seen. I'm going to give the palette a 5.5, 6. Overall look, I feel like turned out very well. I was determined to make this palette work. I just feel like with this palette, there were so many bad reviews initially starting off, and I spent my hard-earned money on this. Like I said, no one sent me this palette. I bought this palette with my own money. I waited around all day on ABH's website, refreshing to get this palette. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I worked hard for this. I missed my lunch break. I spent my money on this palette, my hard-earned money at that. So, it's just kind of like, I was going to make this palette work, and I saw the reviews, and I was just like, oh, no, it's the worst thing I have ever seen. And like I said, Norvina, she posted just a disclaimer about how to use the palette. She was basically saying that it's super pigmented, and so you just have to use a little, goes a long way with this palette. But she was only saying that because it's so freaking powdery and hard to blend. So when you use too much product, it is so difficult. You guys saw in the video when I started on this eye using fudge, the formula was just so dry and powdery, and there was like, it can get cakey really quick, and that's not good with eyeshadow. And I think that is one of my main cons was powderiness slash cakiness. That's what I'll say. Blending difficulties And another thing that I noticed, like this eye, like you can't really see it that well. If you can see, this eye kind of looks like freaking snake skin. I don't like that. Like from far away you can't really tell, so it's not really a huge deal. But just the fact that like this one doesn't really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a problem for me. I call it snakeskin eye, like a textured eyeshadow look. That was not what I was going for, and it just did that on its own, and it did it immediately, and it made it difficult to pack on, and I do not like that. As well as fall, like, I did not get fall on my face, but just excess, like I said, really powdery. The excess was crazy, so I'm gonna call it 3. Like, 3 is excess / messy palette. That's also an issue that I had with it. I think those are my main 3 problems. Like I said, it was cakey, hard to blend, and it was messy, and just powdery. So that's 4. I'll make it 4. However, I did end up being able to make a good look, and there are some pros. Ooh, I have no earrings. Let's do this. And so there are some pros to the look. The shimmers are lit. I love Electric. It is right now it's my favorite color in the palette. Oh, I love that. I could not get enough. I kept putting it on and putting it on and putting it on because I thought it was so freaking amazing. So yeah, that color too is freaking amazing to me. So I really liked that color. The electric, like the shimmers, were good. And like Norvina said, a little goes a long way, and that is a plus for me. It did not take me a lot of eyeshadow. Once I kind of realized how the game was to avoid making it really powdery, I was using really, really little. And I used really little, and I still got a very pigmented look, which brings me to my other pro, is that they're super pigmented. So you don't need a lot of shadow. The shimmers are amazing, and it's super pigmented. I really liked that. Hopefully this video helped you guys understand how to properly use the palette. I'm not saying the people who used it before used it wrong. I'm not faulting anybody for the problems I have with the palette. It's the palette's problem and not, like, it's ABH's issue to fix and not theirs. But just for those people like me who spent their money and they are not, sorry, I've been bouncing. Just for those people who spent their money like I did and they were not going to let that palette go to waste, this is how you basically get your bang for your buck and still can make a really nice look. Just be very careful with it. Less is more. Lightly put your brush in, tap your excess back onto the palette. That way you can sweep your brush, slightly sweep your brush into the excess and not into the actual like shade. Those are just some tips that I have to make it work that I did as well. Primer oil helped with the using some type of oil or something like that to soften up the powder or soften up the shimmers, because the shimmers were a little bit harsh to get out. Less is more, and just really applying a little at a time and blending out that way. The more you put on, the harder it is to blend, I realize. So doing it that way, just packing it on slowly, like I say, blend and stack. So you want to put a little bit on, blend it out, add a little more, blend it out. Oh, another problem that I had is too many similar colors too. So like I said, Destiny looked like, yeah, like Destiny looked like Untamed, which looks like Axis. So literally you just paid for 3 of the same shade, and I'm not okay with that. Another pro was the brush. Overall, the brush is a good brush. My con with it was just there was a little bit of stray hairs that came out of my brush, but I'm not mad about it. I don't like that, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't to a point where I was like, this brush sucks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope the steps that I gave you guys and the tips and tricks that I gave you guys to make this palette work for you were helpful as well. I hope that my review was insightful and it didn't come off bashing or negative. I made sure I was very honest about the things that were good and bad. I didn't want to just focus on the positive or just focus on the negative. I wanted to be very unbiased about it, and honestly just let you guys know how I feel. This is the first time I've really done a full-blown review, so I just feel like if you liked it, please let me know. Give me a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, that way I know that what I'm dishing out you guys are digging into. And if you want more, go ahead, subscribe to my channel. You would want to join the gang. If you have not already done so, why not? There is no reason why you don't want to be with all this brown skin goodiness, with this melanin queen. Go ahead, join me here on my channel. It is always lit. As well, follow me on all my social media if you want more of a chocolate fix. XO_CNT on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Get lit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.